guys, this is Sandra here and I have a really exciting video for you today, for at least it's really exciting for me. And ta-da! I finally went to Sephora. Well, I went to once before in my life, but I never purchased anything until now. So recently we've been to Paris and well, I found my way, you know, into Sephora, of course. I found the biggest one on Champs-Elysees and I bought a few things. So I went in once, bought three things, and then I went in again because there were a few other things that I wanted to pick up, and then I bought two things, and then there are two products in here as well that I bought from somewhere else. Sorry, I'm talking a bit fast if you can tell. I'm really excited. So without further ado, let's jump into it. The only one thing I want to point out, if you like this video, no, the makeup I'm wearing, although it might be a bit washed out, hard to tell. I filmed a video which will be coming in a few days, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I think it's coming next Wednesday, so you know it's coming. But for now I'm gonna go in, and most of the things that I wear on my face are in here, but I'm gonna point it out anyway. So I'm gonna start with the two things that are not from Sephora but are here anyway. So the first thing is a bath bomb, which looks like it got a little bit ruined on the way, but it's Bade Fee. Again, I never learned French, so if I mispronounce any of these, I'm sorry. But basically it's a little brand that I've never heard of before, and they're supposed to be cruelty free, and they had this little bath bomb that looked like a teeny tiny cupcake and it smells like fruits, so I decided to pick it up. It was from a random shop that we just found, and it was sort of like Marks and Spencer's in the UK. They sold food, they sold clothes, they sold makeup, and I really tried to remember the name but I can't, and it's not their brand, but it says it's handmade in Germany and it's vegan as well. It smells really fruity. I really can't remember the name of that shop. I want to say it had like pre at the end, as in like P-R-I-X, but I don't remember the beginning of it. I'm really sorry, but it's just randomly the bath bomb. And then another thing I picked up is the Embryolisse, well, I think it has like an English name. I'm really trying to find it. I think it's just cream hydrating. It's a hydrating cream basically, and it's a more concentrated version, and you can use it as a moisturizer or you can use it as a makeup base as well apparently, and I had a smaller version of this before. Oh, there we go on the other side. It's called the Multifunction Nourishing Moisturizer, so it's a late cream concentrate. I'm pretty sure I butchered it, never learned French, I'm sorry. But that's what it is, and it's a multifunctioning nourishing moisturizer. It says for all skin types, and you can use it to moisturize as a makeup primer or a moisturizing mask. And in the little leaflet that comes in this, they also say that you can use it as a makeup remover. I think I'm just going to use it as a hydrating cream and also as a makeup primer on days when my skin feels a bit dry. And it's just a little bit cheaper than if I would buy it in the UK, but you can get it at Beauty Bay, and I'm pretty sure like Feel Unique or Cult Beauty or one of those places. But it's just a little bit cheaper over there, so I thought I'm gonna save myself a few pounds. And now the part that we've all been waiting for is the bits from Sephora. I'm so excited. So the first thing that I picked up when I went in there, and I knew I wanted to pick it up, is the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm wearing it as an eyeshadow primer and as a concealer today, and I got mine in the shade 16 and Fair Light Neutral. And first I wanted to buy it, I think, in another shade that was maybe called a Light Neutral, but that didn't really suit me, so I didn't try them on, and this was actually a perfect shade. No one really helped me, but they would have. I just decided to match myself, and there were mirrors, so I just tried this on and it was perfect. It's one of those shades that's not necessarily lighter than my skin, but the same color, which is great, because then that means that I can use it for blemishes as well. And let's be honest, I'm quite fair, so I don't really need brightening. My face does it all by itself. I really like it, and I originally only wanted to buy the mini, but then they had an offer that if you buy a Shape Tape, then you get a little gift set with 3 minis in there, which is this little set, and I'm not gonna lie, I got sucked in, even though I should have known they are really tiny products in there. But basically, you get a teeny tiny stay spray, which is just a setting spray. I don't know if it's hydrating, it doesn't really say. You get a mini sponge and then a mini base tape hydrating primer. And when I say these are mini, they are. Loads of tissue paper. And then you open them up. Ta-da! So the setting spray I haven't used yet, but basically the lid is almost bigger than the actual product in there. Hold on. See, like the lid is almost bigger than the actual product. There's altogether, how much mils? Not a lot. 7 mils in there, so it's still good enough to try it out and see how it works, I guess. Which is great. It has a proper pump on it and everything. But I haven't tried this one yet. Another thing that I haven't tried is the little sponge. So I'm gonna get it out of the packaging now. It's one that's gonna be perfect for a concealer. I don't know why I thought there's gonna be a full-size sponge in there. It's not. It's really soft even without wetting it, which I really like about it. So it's nice and soft and squishy, so it might potentially work without wetting it as well. And it has a nice edge in there, so it's perfect for blending out concealer. And then if you want to like, you know, dab it, it has that little bottom bit still. It's just teeny tiny, but it's really cute and really soft. So if the big sponge is anything like this, I would be interested in trying it actually. And then the only thing that I tried from here, apart from the Shape Tape, is this little primer that comes in a resealable bag. But now that I filmed this video, I'm gonna throw it away. So it's the base tape primer, and again, it's teeny tiny. It really seems similar so far to the Too Faced Hangover RX I think it's called, or just X primer. It has like a little nozzle at the end where it comes out. It smells a lot like coconut, although I think it has coconut oil in it, but it's one of the last ingredients, so it's nothing too far, you know, ahead on the list, but it still feels like coconut to me, and it reminds me a lot of the Too Faced primer, which they're both hydrating primers, so I guess it makes sense. Now, it looks like it's already halfway empty, and I only used it once, so I don't think it will be enough for more than like 3 uses, but hey, it's still good enough to try out, and I got sucked in, what can I say? Another thing that ended fairly early in my basket is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara. And this is just a mini version of it, because I thought if I don't like it, what's the point of getting a big one? I really like the packaging, but I mean, I will have to throw this away. What's the point of keeping the box? And it says it's a push-up bra for your lashes. And obviously, this is not a new mascara, but I never tried it, so here we go. I love both the box and the actual mascara. Like, look how pretty that is. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it, but I'm a magpie, so I love anything that sparkles, even just a little bit. I can't help it. So I'm really happy and excited to try this, but I haven't opened this yet because I thought I have other mascaras that I want to use, so I don't want to spoil it. And another mascara that I picked up in my first trip is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, just because everyone keeps talking about it, and it's a really interesting like a triangle shaped box, and it's sealed on both ends. So hold on, I need to get into this. And again, even from this, I just picked up a mini because I thought if I don't like it, then what's the point of spending all that money on a big one? I would just rather get a small one. With mascaras generally, if they sell a mini, I will buy a mini first to see if I like it, and then if I don't, then I'm just not bothered. Oh, it's like a textured, can you hear it? That looks wrong, but It's like a textured tube. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it. It feels quite weighty as well for a mini. Let's see. This one feels a lot lighter, but it's a really different kind of packaging. This is a metal packaging as well. The milk one has 6 mils in it, and then the Tarte has 5 mils. So 5 and 6 mils. They will both be perfectly enough for me to try them, and if I like them. The Tarte is a bit harder to order, but the milk one is quite easy. They sell it on Cold Beauty. We just don't have these in store. So again, I haven't tried any of these yet just because I don't really want to open them before I use them. But I'm so happy. And I wanted to buy the Milk Makeup Bronzer as well, but they didn't have it in store. So whether they just didn't have it in that particular store or in stock, I would assume it's more in stock, but you never know. I know they have it on the French Sephora website, and I'm pretty sure that the Szannyside Sephora is the biggest one in Paris. But yeah, I couldn't find it, so unfortunately I didn't get that. And then we went home, and I kept thinking about a few products, so we went back. And on my second journey, I got an Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, what? In the shade Dim Light, and I thought I can get these in the UK, then it turns out Space NK sells them, so... Oh my god, I dropped it, but I caught it. It didn't fall off the bed. Thank god. I almost dropped the next product that's coming as well. Well, we were on a trip because I tried it the next day and my heartbeat stopped for a second, but I caught that as well, so thank god. But I mean, again, it's nothing new. I didn't know that you can buy these in the UK, but you can. It's the cutest thing ever, and this is what I set my makeup with today as well. It's really nice. It's a really soft powder, and it just looks beautiful on the skin. It just makes you nice and healthy looking. I mean, I have a highlighter on as well, but you know, I like to be glowy, and I'm so happy that I got this. But again, Hourglass is quite an expensive brand, and I wanted to make sure that before I commit to a full size, I actually like it, and that's why I wanted to hunt down the little one. I mean, most of those brands, I was focusing on brands that you can't really buy in the UK, or if you can, like with this one, it's either cheaper, or like with the milk one, you can't really see it in store. So that, you know, and with Tarte you can order it online, but again, with a concealer I don't really want to match myself online. So that was sort of my thinking, that I was concentrating on brands that are either cheaper or easier accessible right in front of you in store, that I couldn't do in the UK. And then the last product is the brand that you can find in the UK, but a product that I couldn't find anywhere, and I don't think they do these. It's the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette. So it's one of the mini eyeshadow palettes, and that's what I'm wearing on my eyes as well. And even though I kept it in the box so I can show you, I used this before and I almost dropped it and my heart stopped. But luckily I managed to catch it, and look at those colors. So at this point I used all of the colors in there. I find that it's a really nice cohesive palette. It works beautifully, all the shades work together nicely, and there's nothing bad I can say about it. So far I have all the shades on my lid, and then this dark brown shade, which is called Attic, I also used in my brows, and I feel like, you know, it matches my hair perfectly. And oh, I'm so happy about this. Do I need a new eyeshadow palette? No. Is this a prized possession of mine now? Yes. I love it. It works beautifully. The matte shades blend like a dream. The glittery, shimmery shades, they pack a punch, and oh, they are beautiful. Let me actually swatch them now quickly for you. Okay, so shades wise, we have Cosmo, then we have Earth, Bellatrix, that one is called Attic, and then that goldy one there is called Orion. Those are all the shades. They are beautiful and I'm really happy with this palette. If you can tell, I'm just I love you. And you know what, I was not too sure what palette I'm gonna get when I went there. They had, I think, 5 different of the minis, and they had one that's like the mini love or the mini sunset palette. It was like more like a ready one, and I loved it, but I was like, you know what, I have loads of palettes that are that kind of shade. So I'm like, no, I need to choose something else. And then I looked at the mini greeny one. That was not, I don't know, I was not that pleased by it. And there was another one that was a bit more nudie, but then at the end I swatched, like I had like swatches on both of my hands. I was full of swatches and I decided to go with this. Was I tempted to pick up more than one? Yes, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try this formula first. If I really like it, maybe I can save up for a bigger one, because they are so expensive that it's more like a saving up scenario than just me splurging, unless maybe they are on discount. But that's it. That's my little bag empty now. So it's not a huge haul, but you know, it's still a good amount of money spent. And I'm looking at all this stuff that I got, and even though I haven't tried the mascaras yet, I'm already so happy. I just, they are so nice. So nice. And there were a few products in there like the Shape Tape and Natasha Denona and Hourglass that I wanted to try for ages now, and obviously the mascaras, but I haven't had a chance to try those yet. So yeah, I'm excited to try those as well. If you can't tell, I'm like so hyped, I just don't know what to do. So that's it. If you want to let me know what you bought recently, I'm always happy to see what other people, you know, decided to spend their money on. And it might give me inspiration, even though God knows I don't have to spend more money, but I'm always up for it. But for now I'm gonna go. If you like this video, please give it a like, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. But for now I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.